Welcome back to my channel. I'm the 20th, and this is Reunite Sandy Speaks. You guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching my videos. I never say this, but please subscribe. And please, you guys, I really need you guys to comment. Oh, like my videos. You guys, I'm not like a bona fide YouTuber. I'm a black person trying to get justice for black people. Okay, so in my previous life I was not a YouTuber. I just watched some videos, and I always remember seeing YouTubers say, please subscribe to my video and like it, because if you like it, then they'll show my videos and other videos like mine to people, I guess, for the same demographics or something like that. And you guys, to be quite honest with you, I'm asking you to like my videos and subscribe because YouTube is not promoting my videos. And we'll talk about that later. Again, I'm the 20th. This is Reunite Sandy Speaks. On this channel, I'm documenting the inequalities inflicted on black people in this country. Again, there's a white supremacist collective conscious that white people are superior and black people are inferior. And today, you guys, I'm going to talk about this article. It's called Why More Black Women Should Consider Marrying White Men. And this was written by a gentleman by the name of Ralph Richard Banks. And let me tell you guys about Ralph Richard Banks. You guys, I don't have it in front of me, but okay, so shoot, forgive me. Give me a second, because I don't know my screen. Y'all forgive me. Give me just 1 second. Let me go back to it, because I was finding different stuff about Ralph Richard Banks. And I want to tell you about Ralph Richard Banks. Okay, so again, this is an article written in the New York Post by Ralph Richard Banks, and he's a faculty member of the Stanford Law School. Okay, so if it's your first time here, again, I'm the 20th, and I live in a hotel. I've been in a hotel for over a year, maybe like 16, 14 months. I used to own $1 million home. I was maligned by 3 racist judges. I should tell you who the judges are. Judge Lawrence Riff. This is the supervising judge of the Family Court of Los Angeles. He is the supervising judge of the Family Court in the city of Los Angeles over every judge in the Family Court. And this man maligned me. You can see the videos. I married a white guy. Now 3 racist judges are trying to malign me to learn about what they did to me and why I'm homeless. This is Judge Lawrence Riff, and then Judge Bruce Awasaki. This is another Japanese judge who I always feel very sad about saying, because he brought me the most harm. And I believe he was instructed by his superior, Judge Lawrence Riff. And it began with this racist woman, I dare call her a woman, Judge Sarah Heidel. She is the one who began all of this. And I'm not going to get too deep into this, but I want to talk to you about this article. This article says, why more black women should consider marrying white men. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. I didn't read the article. I didn't read the article because I am struggling. Give me just a moment, you guys. Okay, you guys. I didn't read the article because I'm going to be quite honest with you. I just finished a video about mental health. I am suffering from depression and anxiety because I'm a victim of a hate crime by 3 racist judges in a divorce against a white male. I'm a black woman who is married to a very wealthy white man. I am homeless and destitute because I married a white man. Go ahead and say that. Let me tell y'all this. So let's talk about this article. The article says, why more black women should consider marrying white men. And let me say, there's a couple things I want to say about this. And this is from the New York Post. And so I have another series called Critical Thinking with 20th Key. And I have only a few videos on there. I anticipate create more content about critical thinking. And I'm saying that to you guys because when you read anything or you getting information, one of the most important things that you need to do as a critical thinker is to consider the source. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the New York Post. Okay, and so some of my brothers and sisters been talking mad shit about this article. I saw it going through my timeline on Twitter and Instagram. And my brother, Conscious Outlaw, who I introduced to a space where we discussed stuff, and he said some black woman came for his neck and told him that black men are predators. Oh, shit. Okay, you go. We got to unpack this. You know, I'm laughing and I'm excited about talking to you guys about this because this is right up my alley. Okay, so Tariq Nasheed, I saw it going across his from his timeline. I follow him on Twitter, and a couple of black men they posted about this. And you guys, let me tell you guys, I'm a critical thinker. I'm a black educated woman. I know it's not prudent for me to discuss this article without reading it. And I'm being very honest with you. I can't read it. I cannot physically read it because it will, I hate the word trigger. We'll talk about that in another video. But it's a proper word. If I read it, it's going to make me cry. It's going to hurt me. Okay? And I don't need to read it. I married a white man. Okay? And let me say this to you. Some black men, 17, you know who you are. This is a brother on Instagram who's helping me with my Protect Black Women campaign. And he's one of the, he had like 40,000 Instagram followers when he helped me with this, my campaign. I have a campaign. Look on come check out my channel, y'all, because YouTube is not going to let y'all see. If you love black people and you down for us getting liberated and freedom, come rock with me. Okay, 17 Soldier, first thing he said to me when he helped me with my campaign, he's like, why you married a white man? You guys, I'm sorry, because black people be like, why did you marry a white man? And y'all, if this was 25 years ago, I would say something different. I'm sorry for laughing, you guys, because should I make light of this? You guys, this is my personality, so if I'm offending you by laughing, please don't get offended. To me, it's humorous for many reasons, okay? Because I'm a white person, and my whole life is turned upside down. I've been really harmed because I married a white person. And this article says why black women should consider marrying white men. And the point that I want to make is I had a lot of black men say to me, ask me why. I had a lot of black men be offended that I married a white man. Okay? And to black men, I'm sorry. If you're offended by the fact that I married a white man, I apologize to you. And the last thing I want to do is bring you harm or hurt. And some black men are like, I don't care. Marry who you want to marry. You know? And other black men are like, what you doing, sister? And let me say this to you. I understand that. Okay? And I got to be honest. I also understand interracial relationships. I am a blackity black person. I'm ultra black. And I say that to you because I lived in an upper middle class neighborhood with upper middle class income for 20 years. Okay? And I'm a black woman in America. But I was raised by a black mother. I have black children, I have a black family. Being black in America is experience. And some black people who lived in different areas or had a different experience of maybe different socioeconomic, you guys, wait a second, I'm doing it. Guys, I'm back. Listen, I had to take some notes so I can stay a little bit focused here, okay? And the first thing I want to talk about, I think I should talk about the author, okay? Because the reason why I'm saying this, all this stuff is going through my mind because I've been seeing this article on social media and I've been seeing my colleagues on on my colleagues. Yeah, I think like my colleagues or colleagues, because we're doing the same thing. I'm involved with a lot of different black activists on different spaces, in different spaces. ADOS, Foundation of Black Americans, Freedmen's, African Americans, and just black immigrants, black people in general. And we all have an agenda. I hate to say this, it's unfortunate that we have to fight for our freedom and we have to fight for liberation. And you guys, I feel like this is the great time. The things that happened with George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, all the things that's happening is putting a spotlight on the fact that black people are not free in this country. Okay, I want to talk about this article and this author. I look for this author. His name is Ralph Richard Banks. Again, he is a professor at Stanford, and I saw someone post about this article and they used him as an example. You guys, again, forgive me for not reading the article. The article will hurt my heart, okay? I have been suffering for the past, since 2018 because I was married to this white man. I can't read that. I'm sure that man wrote that article with good intentions, okay? And I don't want to say I'm against it, but I'm not going to sit here and advocate that. And the reason why I'm not going to advocate it, because I'm a victim. Okay, I was married to a very wealthy white man for over 23 years. I live in California, was a community property state. Okay, no fault. Okay, I'm supposed to have a lot of money in my account. I should still have my home or proceeds from my home, and I should have a very generous alimony. I have none of that because I married a white man. So this man is saying to us why black women should consider marrying white men. I didn't read the articles, but my inference is why more women should consider is saying that he's advocating it. This man is a professor, and he also wrote a book on marriage for white people. I've researched him, okay, you guys. I'm a critical thinker, and I've seen some black people post about this article, and they put a picture of this man, Ralph Richard Banks. I'm a black person who loves black people, okay, and I am tolerant of all black people. We're not going to agree on everything. One of the reasons why they keep their foot on our neck because we're struggling with having cohesion and implementing a plan about liberation, and we end up arguing and fighting about things that we don't agree to, okay? And some of you guys might say it's principles, but we have to get together and we have to do this together, okay? Like they did with reparations, we have to do this together. That is what this channel is about. And why I continue to go on and on, because I am very empathetic to black people. And I have lots of guilt about my life being with this man who brought me home for over 20 years, okay? So the black people, the black men that talked about this, they're highlighting it. And what I want to say to Richard Ralph Banks and to the New York Post, I would like you to do a follow-up article about my story and the repercussions of being a black woman married to a white man. I know that I'm not an exception. I know I'm the rule. When black and white people, when non-white women or men are married to a white person, I have a campaign. It's the Do You See Me campaign. I've got emails from Asian women and from black men. Interracial marriage. First of all, marriage is hard in itself, but interracial marriage, when you are going to separate and you're going to divest or break up, dissolve. Am I saying it properly? Dissolve the marriage. I believe that there are probably some big differences in a divorce when it's a divorce amongst the same race, or when it does not involve a white person. Okay, when it's white and white, I bet you it's much different than when it's white and black, white and Asian, and white and something else. I am this is my conjecture. This is my opinion. I don't know if this is be a fact, and let's find it out. Let's find out. So, regarding this article, I want to talk to you again. So let me tell you what my concerns are, how it influences Black people. So this has to do, I believe, with this the judge or the justice Ketanji Johnson, Ketanji Brown Johnson, and she's married to a white man. Okay, if you guys follow me on social, and y'all ask me why I support Ketanji. Y'all said she's not for us, and I'm so sorry. I'm not going to believe that. I'm a Black woman in America, okay? And I'm looking at that Black woman, and that could be, I may not be right, okay? But I'm not going to believe she's not for us. To be where she is, to work as hard as she did, to get to where she is. If you guys look at her credentials opposed to the other justices, she outshines them by leaps and bounds. And that doesn't mean she's not for Black people. Okay? This white man brought me great harm. I loved him. He was everything to me. I was in an abusive relationship for over 20 years. And he brought me great harm within the marriage and out of the marriage. Okay? And you guys could say, man, white guy. That's why. I think, again, when issues plague our community, it's always exponential when it's Black people. So if there's an issue with families and relationships, it's always exponential when it's with us. And I don't want to unpack all of that on this video. I have a video about mental health. I'm doing the best that I can to share with you my journey and try to make change. I need help. So if you know me on social, if you want to get down with me and see how we can do this together, I'm open to it. But going back to this article, why Black women should consider marrying white men, let me go back to the New York Post part of it, okay? I went and tried my best to go on Twitter. I will retweet posts and I'll put my own conjecture on my own opinions. The New York Post did not have this on their Twitter page. Somewhere else I looked for it. On the Instagram page. The New York Post only has this article on their page. Okay? And what they know about people who are influencers or publications, different broadcasting, YouTubers, Instagram people, podcasts, they get information from the news. The news is their source. So let me say this to you again. The New York Post did not have this on their Twitter page. Somewhere else they didn't have it because I looked for it. Okay, because my intentions was to try to ask them to do a subsequent follow-up to this regarding my story. Because I'm a Black woman who married a white man, and this is what happened to me. Okay, let me go into further what my concerns are about why more women should consider marrying white men. And I'm being very honest and transparent to you. If something I say to you as a Black person, if I hurt you, if I make you feel any way that's not positive, it's not my intention. Okay? I'm being honest. And I know things I say might hurt you. Okay? But it's not my intention. My intention is to use what they did to me to make sure that they don't do this to another Black woman. I've lived in an upper middle class environment since 95, 94, whenever I got married. Okay? Maybe 94, I think. My home was worth over $1 million. My annual income was in excess over $100,000. Okay? So I engaged with my lifestyle was amongst people in that category. And just like any place in America, it's a percentage. In most places in America, black people, the population of black people is very small, a small percentage. I live in actually a primarily Asian, well, not maybe primarily, but a very strong Asian environment. Okay, so I live in California, so it's Mexican, Latino, Asian, Indonesian, and Indian. I don't want to say Pacific Islander. I don't want to offend anybody. So what I'm saying to you is, my circle of influence were middle class, working class couples. Okay, and I'm saying this to you because I want to share my experience since this occurred. Okay, so of course I'm engaging with black people to say, black people, please help me bring awareness to this. This happened to me, and this happened to me. Okay, can you help me get justice? Right. So I'm going in these different spaces, and I hear black people talking, and I'm being honest with you when I tell you this story. Okay. Like, for example, I was in a room and I heard a black man talking negatively, saying that people don't like black men, that black men have a bad reputation. And so I was in his room, and I'm like, bro, what are you saying that for? What the fuck? I'm so sorry, I don't want to cry, you guys. Because this has been going on for over a year that I've been in these spaces. Okay, so I'm more awoke. I guess you want to say I'm more present. Okay? And I'm hearing black men saying that they have a bad reputation. And it's one particular time I was in the room like, what you talking about, man? Like, why are you saying that? He got all quiet. He like responded to me like, lady, are you crazy? Okay, and I'm like, why is this black man talking about black men like this? Then I heard what black women saying negative stuff about black men. Then there's a lady on YouTube, her whole genre is about a negative about black men. Let me say this to you, black people. I worked in corporate America, and I worked amongst black people, but they were professional black men. Okay, they had families, they had wives, they had children. Their life was parallel to mine. Okay. Then when I immerse myself in black culture, which also encompasses those who are less fortunate, I'm sorry, at a lower socioeconomical standard, I'm hearing something totally different than my experience. Okay? And so what I come to learn is that there's a subgroup of my people that some believe, y'all forgive me, y'all, I'm just like Wendy Williams, right? That black men are bad or wrong. My brother, Conscious Outlaw, I talked to him earlier. That's my bad. Like, yo, I love black people, okay? He said some lady called black men a predator. And I was like, what? Y'all, this is really hard for me because I've been living in America my entire life. I'm a grown-ass woman with grown kids, okay? This depiction of black men was never my experience, okay? For real, okay? He said that the woman was triggered by this article and she called him a predator. I forgot what he said. He told me she called him a predator, okay? And I'm saying that to you. Let me try. I'm going to try to be a little bit more cohesive. Or someone said something about my ability to communicate. I really want to be effective in my communication. What I'm saying to you is this is new. This is new to me. I never knew that black men had such a negative rap. Okay, what I believe is that men had a negative rap. I have a group of women. I have 850 women in my group of all nationalities, probably at least 6% white women. And we get together before COVID. We had Taco Tuesday. We had what is it? We had champagne brunch in the movie. We did a dirty, sexy Vegas trip. And we always talk about guys. And that's when I was married. Okay, and every one of these women talk shit about men in Los Angeles. And you guys, less than 1% of the group is black. Okay, so these are non-black women complaining about their men. And they're the pool of men. Okay, so what I'm saying to you black women, if you want to sit here and talk crazy about black men, you're mistaken. It's not a black man thing. There are different men from different walks of life who behave very differently. Okay? So, and I'm being very honest with you. I understand perception is reality. If you've been in a relationship with black men and they dog you out, it is conceivable that you're going to believe that black men dog you out. Okay? I was married to a white man for 23 years. A white man who grew up privileged. Okay? Every December, and he made an excess. Today, he makes an excess of $200,000. Every December, we got a gift of between $25,000 and $50,000 every year. Okay? This white man has a postgraduate degree. He's a therapist. He actually, to be a therapist, you have to pass tests. He goes to Sacramento. He's gone to Sacramento. I don't know if he still does because I don't talk to the guy. But every September, he used to go to Sacramento to help them create the test for mental health professionals. Okay, and he was abusive to me for 23 years. Okay, and abusive to me. If you watch my videos, and you hear long, y'all, I tell you about as far to the court that maligned me and brought me harm. I submitted letters to the court, 4 or 5 letters dating back to 1993, where he apologized for the harm that he brought me. Okay? And I'm saying this to you because this article says why more black women should consider marrying white men. The man that I married is in the top 5 percentile of men in this country. Okay? And if you get to know me and you see who I am, I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. We stayed married for 23 years because when he would do shit to me, I would just fall back. Marriages last for, long-term marriages last not because you're so compatible or it's great. Women seem to think that, and I used to coach my group about this. Oh, it's the right man or it's chemistry. No, we chose to stay married. When he would do shitty things to me, I would lay in bed and I would be sad for a long time. Okay? And as I got older, I learned to not engage with him. He would attack me in the mornings. He would always do shit to me. And I suffered from it emotionally and mentally. And I learned to navigate him. Okay? And so going back to this article, why more black women should consider marrying white men. The source is the New York Post. And I'm not very fond of the New York Post. New York Post, poster. What is it? 911 is a jokey joke. Remember y'all? It said New York Post. I've referenced this before in other videos. And so let me begin by saying this to you. And some of you might already understand how people are characterized in this country is greatly influenced by the media. Okay? I have been begging the LA Times, Michaela Pereira, who was on CNN, who is now on one of the Los Angeles channels. I think she's in Fox LA or Good Day LA. She was friends with my husband. They were on the board together for his company. And I immediately, when this happened to me, I reached out to her and she has ignored me. Okay? All right? And so what I'm saying to you is the media is influential on how we perceive things. Okay? You might think black people are aggressive, black people are poor, black people are ignorant, black people have all these negative connotations. And That's what the media is purporting, right? But that's not true. We are like any other culture. We have different people from, that are educated, who are nice, who are mean, who are suffering from different ailments, and I will agree that we are suffering substantially with mental health, but that doesn't also have to necessarily say that we're aggressive. I am suffering horrendously. I'm not aggressive. I don't want to cause anybody harm, okay? But America would like to characterize black people in general as aggressive. Going back to this New York Post, the reason why I have an issue with the New York Post, let me tell you, and I noticed this. Back a few years ago, a black man went off. So these black girls, y'all, my brain, okay? Stay with me, okay, guys? You guys are familiar with this article and this situation because I've said it, I referenced it multiple times, okay? Some black girls were in a restaurant. I think it's in Texas or Florida. I think it was Texas or even Florida. They were in the restaurant showing out. They was twerking and acting the fool in the restaurant, right? And the owner went off on them and said, I'm trying to have something good for black people and y'all in here acting up. Why the F was that on the New York Post? That was on the New York Post. And dear black people, if you think that that is news, for women to be misbehaving in a restaurant, you're mistaken. That's the New York Post's agenda to characterize black people as being less than, not as smart, animals, aggressive, or anything demeaning, negative connotation with black people. Let me say this again because this is very important. And I also do critical thinking with the 20th key. I want to help you guys, and as well as myself, improve our critical thinking skills. Why is this story about black women misbehaving in a restaurant on the New York Post? The New York motherfucking Post. Why? Let me tell you something. In my college life, my brothers, my cousins, my kids, my son, we all worked in hospitality, okay? In hospitality, people get drunk and they act a fool. The slogan, white girl wasted. Okay? The little white girl who attacked the little boy at the hotel. His father was a sax player. She is a video of her in Beverly Hills acting the fool. Okay? So what I'm trying to say to you, and I hang with white people, so y'all know I have a group of women, and I'm trying to say the New York Post is posting that black women are in a restaurant twerking. And I came on YouTube and black girls, y'all were being so judgmental of these black girls. And I understand why you were being judgmental. You were being judgmental because they represent us. When they see these black girls, they see you and I get that. I understand that. Okay? These black girls was in the restaurant acting up because it was somebody's birthday party. They was having fun. I said before, I don't know if I'm going to twerk in a restaurant. Okay? And I'm not going to say I'm not going to twerk in a restaurant because I'm above that. But I have a girls group. And we get together and we party. The man that I was married to, the white man that I was married to, every year he went to Vegas with his friends. This man is 50 plus. For the past, since he was in his 30s and his 40s, he get with his friends and they go to Vegas and they act a fool. He give me pictures where they doing stuff to writing things on people's face and putting their butt in people's face and doing all kind of jokes. This is a white male, okay? They do what's called the hangover, and I always call it the hangover because he would go every spring with his friends to Vegas, and when he would come home, y'all, his voice, he couldn't talk because he's been screaming and yelling and acting the fool the whole time he was away with his friends. And Walter, I'm going to say your name, Walter, when this is a white guy, okay? He would go with Walter all the time, okay? And let me tell you, he would get with this guy. He would tell me to tell the guy he couldn't go because he didn't want to go no more. He said, tell him I can't go. Okay? And so the point that I'm making, We all go out and act a fool and act silly when we want to have some fun. But please tell me why the fuck that was on the New York Post. Pardon my French. How was that New York? How was that news? And what I'm saying to y'all, the New York Post put that on their page because they want to negative characterize black people. Okay? Just like this article, why more black men should consider marrying white men. I'm going to, whatever your name is, Mr. Ralph Richard Banks, I'm going to email you. I'm going to ask you to do a follow-up video with my story to demonstrate what happens when a black woman marries a white man. And you know, in his defense, you guys, he also has a book called A Marriage for White People. And so let me say this to you, okay? Because I'm speaking to many different people from many different audiences, okay? And this is an issue for me. When I talk to black people who may have been in lower income areas, they call it the hood, or more impoverished areas, they have a negative opinion of black people who didn't live that way. This is hard for me, okay? This is one of the reasons why they keep their foot on our motherfucking neck, because we can't get together and we can't stick together. I've been in rooms where I've seen black women and black people in general attack other black people who may have lived or went to college, lived the American dream, living in a higher income bracket, and live in nicer homes, go on vacation. Black people who are not as lucky, some of y'all look down on these black people, okay? And, you know, I'm going to tell you, I was one of those black people. And I never looked down on black people. If you know me, I love black people. These people brought me harm. I could walk away from this and let this go and move on with my life. But I'm not letting it go because they did this to me because I'm a black woman. And I'm not going to allow those three racist judges to do that to any other black people. So if you or a black person who have struggled, who lived in lower income areas, who struggled with keeping a job, who was raised maybe by parents who had substance abuse, and the person I was married to, he's the one who's helping y'all, okay? He's the one who's helping y'all, and look what he did to me, okay? If you are from that background, I'm going to need you to stop looking at black people who are more successful than you negatively. Do some of them look down on you? Do some of them condescending and demeaning? I know that they are. I work with people like that, and it was mind-boggling to me. Okay? I don't want to go into that too deeply. And the reason why I'm talking about this is just Ralph Richard Banks. I'm sorry, Ralph Richard Banks, but I didn't read your article because it was too hard for me. This man is a college professor. He's got a book called Marriage, White People. How the African American marriage declines and how it affects America. And so some of you might think that this man is an anti-black person, a house nigga, or a coon. You guys, I don't know if he is or he's not. I don't immediately think that about my people, okay? Even sometimes when they are less than empathetic to us, I don't think badly about them, because what I need you all to understand, we are a product of our condition. If we have flawed thinking, it has to do with our condition. I need you to listen to me, okay? Those who are less, who may have struggled, who make less than $50,000 a year, who live below the poverty line, I know your life is hard. I understand that, okay? But I want you to understand, America does not treat us differently. They don't talk to us differently. They don't think of us differently. Because if we have more, or we have an education, or we have a certain job certain status, I'm telling you this, okay? Because perception is reality. And you might think that wealthier black people are treated differently. And I'm telling you that they're not. I can go ahead and tell you stories about my girlfriend who was married to a doctor. She went to dinner. She went to a brunch. And she was going to say something. My kids are the same way. Her very privileged children was like, "Mom, don't make a scene." Okay, these privileged kids. Okay, and that's another psychosis, y'all. Okay, so when I'm trying to say, in order for us to overcome this, to get through this, we have to do it together. So you can't be resentful to a black person because he is successful. And let me tell you, if he is successful, it's because he had to navigate all kind of shit. I'm going to put a little thing in here. I'm going to put a little thing here that I put on my page so y'all can see. And I'm being honest with you. The Ketanji, I remember her name, Brown Johnson, I think. Ketanji Brown Jackson. Y'all keep on to come for her and say she not for us. Let me tell you something. And if she proves me wrong, please don't get mad at me because I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Her credentials are leaps and bounds over other Supreme Court justices. I don't know if you remember, but I think some Supreme Court justices are not even attorneys or something like that, okay? And so what I'm saying to you is when you see black people at the higher echelon jobs, incomes, brothers and sisters, they worked for it. They worked very hard for it. They navigated mind bombs. Am I saying it? Mind bombs? Mind bombs? So bad. My daughter calls me Alzheimer's. Mind bombs. I'm saying, mind bombs. They navigated. You're black in America. You work in different jobs. You know what they do to us. You know how they talk to us. One of my friends today said he started a job and he's college educated and his boss was talking to him crazy and he had to check him. Y'all, so I want to say this to you, and I know it might be hard for you guys to understand this emotionally. Some of y'all might be mad. Let me say this to you, because I'm engaged with a lot of black people. And I want to say your name who tell me this. This is a brother who has had some struggles, and this brother is intelligent, and he helps me get through stuff. I said, how am I going to get my people to get together? How are we going to stop fighting, and we're going to together cohesively free ourselves from bondage? He's like, we can't. It's not going to be everybody. You can't bring everybody. Some people going to fight. Some people going to not want to get involved. And let me tell you guys, this is my weakness. One girl blocked me today, and I hit her up in another channel. I said, sister, I know this is going to be hard. I'm going to bring y'all kicking and screaming because I love black people. I stayed with this man for 20 years. I endured abuse because I wanted my family to work. And don't think that I love this man more than I love myself. And what I mean is I love black people. What I recognize is you are me and I am you. If you think that we are different and we are, or we don't, that we're not the same, we're not a family, that is part of the problem. Okay? I don't want to get too deep in this. Y'all, I'm on a tangent. I've been on here for 34 minutes. And this article is about why more black women should consider marrying white men. How black men are made to feel. Did I already talk about that? You guys, let me say this to you. I'm going to talk about Kanye real quick. Kanye West. Listen, I'm going to add this in this video. I'm going to do a separate video about Kanye West. If y'all follow me, y'all know I'm a Kanye West fan. I've seen, I shouldn't say their name, but certain people have said negative things about Kanye. And y'all sitting here thinking Kanye acting a fool. Let me tell you why I'm pro Kanye. First of all, Kanye is a genius. Okay? And y'all might think that he's arrogant, that he's a narcissist. But if you are, I don't know, I don't have to say this to any black person, because being black in America is experience. Those who have less, you think those who have more didn't have a heart or had it easier. I'm here to tell you that they didn't. When they see black people, they see black people, period. Okay? I'm a Gemini moon, Kanye's a Gemini, and our daughters both have the same birthday. What is it? Northwest was born when my family was on a cruise for my daughter's 16th birthday. Okay? We were on a cruise when Northwest was born because she was born on my daughter's birthday. Okay? So I have an affinity to Kanye West, y'all. I'm into pop culture. But the reason why I champion Kanye and I'm not offended by his behavior, what I know to be successful, they keep telling you you're nothing, you're nothing. And one of the tools or ways to offset this idea that we're not good enough, that we're not talented, is to be hyper confident, aggressive. And you guys, I watched Kanye West's movie, his show. Kanye West is sensitive, you guys. When you see him in his feelings, I'm sensitive like that, y'all. Okay, too, okay? Kanye West is very sensitive, okay? And so he be saying, he when he's hurt, he says it, okay? And so he's very transparent. He's not conniving. He doesn't do slime shit. I saw his show on Netflix, and some guy hurt him. Some guy came for him when he was coming up, and you saw on his face that he was really hurt, that he was in pain. Okay? And so y'all know I take the fucking long way. Pardon my French, you guys. What I'm trying to say, the reason why I support Kanye West is that, in his antics, is that in his arrogance, I think that's one of his survival techniques. I know that he lost his mother. He lost his mother trying to appease this Hollywood culture, and his mother was everything. So I know that he's carrying a lot of hurt and pain about his mother. Then he goes and marries this family. And I'm going to tell you, I believe that those women have the ability to be nurturing, because all the black men that went there, and if you guys don't know, Rashad McCants is my nephew, and Khloe Kardashian and their family maligned my nephew. If you want to Google him, his name is Rashad McCants. That is my nephew. And they maligned him, and I believe that he may have possibly had to sign an NDA. That's why he didn't go public about what they did to him. That is the reason why Khloe Kardashian cannot get a black man to rock with her, because they know my nephew, Rashad McCants, was groomed to be an NBA baller since he was 4 years old. They groomed him from North Carolina. He was first draft. He messed with these white girls, and they ruined his career. Okay? And so y'all looking at Kanye like he crazy. Who really crazy? Kanye West is playing the Kardashian game. And the primary reason why I'm for Kanye, this white man I'm married to maligned me with the help of the family court of Los Angeles. And so when y'all want to talk crazy about Kanye West has not brought him harm nowhere near what this man has done to me. And he's not, and no one's calling him on the carpet. Trevor Noah, you're not calling the man I married out, or the judges that maligned me out. But you want to call out Kanye West. What was I going with that? I had to put Kanye West in there because why I had to put Kanye West in there? Because I am not happy about how black men are characterized. So what is this video about? Why black women should consider marrying white men. Written by Ralph Richard Banks. Ralph Richard Banks, I didn't read your article. I'm struggling every day with anxiety and depression. I'm afraid to read your article. Seeing the picture of this white man kissing his black wife in the forehead does not bring me grief or anxiety. Ketanji Brown Johnson, if this white man is good to you, if he loves you, if he supports you, more power to you. I saw your daughter in the background, happy and secure. More power to you. Black people, I'm not a hater. If you happy, I'm not a crab in a bucket. If you happy, I'm happy for you. I will bask in your success. Okay? So this article, I said a whole lot of shit out now, y'all. And what's the takeaway? Because I gotta wrap this up. The takeaway is the New York Post wrote this article, published this article by this man. And I believe the New York Post published this article to try to say negative things about black men. And black men, I love y'all. The Fruit of Islam, y'all know I rock with you. FBA, I'm rock with you. ADOS, I rock with you. Freedmen's, I rock with you. African Americans, I rock with you. Jamaican black men, I rock with you. I love black people and black men. I have never, that's one else I want to say to you. I have never thought negatively about a black man compared to a white man. My black son has been supporting me since this man abandoned me. My black child. My black male son. When this white man shirked his responsibility with me, my black son took care of me. This is going to be a long ass video. So y'all watch this in piecemeal, in multiple pieces. This is also one I want to share with you. Okay? I'm not married. I'm single. I'm dating. I'm not sleeping with anyone. I've only slept with one person since I was married. Only one person. And it's complicated. So I'm going to keep saying that because I was married for so long. And I would see you people on Facebook saying it's complicated. And I never knew what that felt like. But I know what it feels like now. So I've only been with one person intimately since the person I was married to be, you guys, I take pride in saying this, I can count my intimate partners on one hand. The person I married was number 4, and I've only been with one other perfect person, so I've only been with 5 people, but I date. And I date okay, because COVID kind of messed us up with the dating, but I date. I'm a foodie, and I like to dine out, so I go out on dates. And I have a lot of guys that I've met and we're friends. And if y'all can tell, I know y'all think I'm a mess, but I like to talk. And I have come across a lot of guys that like to talk. And I actually listen too. So they tell me what's going on. And in my age group, a lot of men were married before. So they're on their 2nd and 3rd marriages. And this is the part that I want to make to black women. And sisters, I'm telling you the truth. And what I'm trying to, I want you guys to know, if whatever's happening, I've been in rooms with y'all and we've had some conflict because I would say, y'all stop saying that about black people. What I try to tell you is what you are communicating is your experience. That this is not across the board how black men act. Okay? I have met a lot of black men that are going through divorce who were divorced. I think most of the black men that I talk to, but I'm going to tell you guys, I only talk to professional men. For the most part, the guys that I date, a majority of them, one guy was into cannabis distribution. His mother wanted to graduate, but he didn't. He's real smart. If you see this video, you know who you are. And this brother, when we go out, we have a good time. So he's financially secure, but he has a cannabis distribution company. Most of the guys that I see, or I rarely date or talk to guys who don't get mad at me if y'all don't in this category, okay, black men. But most of the guys that I date and I talk to have a degree or postgraduate degree, so these are professional men, okay. And black men, if you don't fall in this category, please don't take it personal. Please, I love you the same, okay. this is about compatibility. This is about me talking to people. When you meet somebody, you have to have a compatibility. So we talk about things that are similar. I don't want to offend anybody, okay? But the point that I'm making is that a lot of the guys that I met, they probably make a fraction of what this guy I married makes. They gave their wife the house. They took care of their men. So many men that I talked to told me how after their divorce, they gave their wives everything and they're starting all over. And if you guys see this video, there's a lot of y'all. And you got the point that I'm making. The white person I married, who's wealthy, who grew up wealthy, he knows that his wife has been homeless. That he was a part of these people. What happened, I don't know if I told y'all, but 4 sheriff deputies broke in my house and threatened to arrest me if I didn't leave my home. They illegally sold my home and gave the proceeds to the man I was married to. Okay, my house was worth $1 million. Okay, and so when y'all talk about black men negatively, the black men that I've met, I date you guys. I'm a foodie, and I like to talk. So guys call me. If y'all see this video, y'all know who you are. And they all know that I date different people. They all know that I don't sleep around. They know that I've only slept with one person and since I was married. So they know the truth. And what I'm trying to say to you guys is that these black men are taking care of their wives. They're not doing what the white wealthy man that I married did to me. So I'm going to need y'all to get off the necks of these black men. Okay? When you think about what I want to say to you, if you think about what it is to be a black man in America and you see George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Elijah McClain, Emil Locke, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin. Did I say Ahmaud? If you're not a black man, I'm going to ask you to imagine what it feels like to be a black man in this country. To be confined to your home in 2020 and watch this white man so cavalier sit on the neck of a black man with his hands in his pocket. That's being black in America. And brother, you writing this article, why more black women should consider marrying white men. I don't know why you said that. And you might say to me, well, you married a white man. And I'm going to be honest with you. I married a white man because I love black men, and I like chocolate black men, dingo 6'4" black brothers. That is what I am attracted to. I married a short, fat white guy, and this short, fat white guy was funny and silly just like me. He was a people person just like me. He liked to travel just like me. We both had parent problems with our parents, so we trauma bonded. I was raised by a highly functioning alcoholic. I was married to a highly functioning alcoholic. And sisters, you want a brother to take care of you, to go to work every day and support you. The man that I married was a workaholic. He was an overachiever. So he wasn't working to support me and take care of me. He was working because that's who he is. That's how his father raised him, to be a workaholic. And it was about him feeling, this is the whole, black women, I know y'all might be married to men who are workaholics and they work come first, okay? You know, and the person I was married to was like that. And in our community, we are taught, get a man who's going to support you. Get a man who's going to work and take care of you. And you guys, I can't tell you that this person I was married to didn't support me financially. Early on, we both worked together, and I have a college degree. What ended up happening was I hurt my back. I slipped and fell going to see Beyonce's A&R guy at Def Jam, and I always want to show y'all my ass so y'all can see my scar. I had a severe back injury. I had chronic pain since 2008. And this white man I married to was nasty and mean to me. When I had back surgery, he act like he would walk past me like I was nothing. Okay? This is a white person. Okay? So sisters, when you want to sit here and talk about black men, I need y'all to back that shit up. And if you feel any kind of way, leave a comment. If you like this video, can you like the video too? Can y'all send this to the New York Post and to this man and say, why more black women should consider marrying white men? Can we do a follow-up to this when a black woman marries a white man? And when 3 racist judges malign her and other court officers are party to the hate crime? There was a supervising court clerk, Arturo Contreras, was a party to this. I made multiple complaints to the Commission on Judicial Review. I have a claim to the state of California. Multiple court officers were a party to the hate crime committed against me. And the Los Angeles Family Court are aware of this. And Governor Newsom, you know exactly who I am. You know me all the time, you and your wife. Yeah. Y'all know California's a Jim Crow state. Anyway, listen, I'm the 20th, and Serena Nice Hand Speaks. Y'all come fuck with me.